Bro, can we just go to like easier references?
Yeah, we know.
Anyways.
We know, sweetie. Here we go. We got Vince. Probably the best rower in the state. I don't think there's another one that really contends with him on that regard. Going up against one of these super sleeper picks, we got Roxas out here, who was 15th on, I believe, last summer's power rankings. I'm sure you guys heard me before. Vince 10th on the power ranking, I believe, before that, which was the spring one, I think, of last year, 2019. To be honest, I don't exactly recall, but that is where he was at that point. He was formerly 10th in the state. So both these guys not ranked this season, but both of them trying to make a case for it here in losers quarterfinals of Platinum Star Smash. I believe we are, no, this is quarters, so I believe quarters is still best of 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are still in best of 3 territory.
I think we are.
We are looking at 2 of the dark horses, potentially of the rest of this bracket as, what did he just hit him with?
It was backer.
It was backer, right?
Yeah, just went low with backer. Joker Classic. You know, you got Arsene, you know,
Arsene
you got that long
Classic.
recovery on the way back.
It's all about with Arsene, man. When you got Arsene in the picture, might as well just take full advantage of it whenever you can. Have your opponent off stage? Good. If you have your opponent on stage, better start racking up those combo games, because at this moment, Roxas is going in. And you saw earlier, you know, Vince started with authority. He made a statement, but he's not closing it out right now. That's his issue.
Not a matter of closing it out. I mean, I think it would definitely be Roxas who started with a little more authority. He's the one who's still, you know, on his first stock about, you know, 2 minutes relative into the game.
Yeah.
So far, 1.5 minutes, I should say. Down we go. He's got that double jump saved up. Going to be able to use the up B to be able to make it back. The up B that is definitely better without the Arsene. Up we go.
Oh, and using that up B once again to catch Vince and bring him back to the ground. And now, once again, Vince at a reasonable percent to die. And Arsene, you see that limit getting a little bit closer to the charge. Oh my God, saving this man. Using the down gun.
Bro, that was like actually hype. He's like, I killed you, but I'm not done with you yet.
Yeah. Well, he should have been
done with him. But just know that you should be
dead.
He
should have been dead. But you know what? He's going to pay dividends and accept defeat as he loses his stock as well. And right now, Roxas, just because of that sus recovery.
Yeah, sus recovery, it's not the best. He got him off the way. He got him off the all the way back towards the blast zones without a jump. You do that to Rory, man, he's not gonna have the easiest time making it back. His recovery is sort of similar to Crom in the regard where if you don't have your jump, you really might just die. It's all dependent on positioning, and you know, Vince didn't have the best in the world right there.
Yeah, right now he has to play at his best if he wants to deal with Joker Arsene. And yeah, there's nothing he can't really do much about that.
What are you gonna do? Where do you go? It's one of the quickest back airs in this entire game. It's one of the most non-committal ones if you space it properly. It's one of the most powerful ones if you got that boy behind you on your back. It's a rough world out there, especially with how low Roxas can go with that because of how far, you know, how good Joker's recovery is, how far it goes. I mean, it is generally considered that his recovery is worse with Arsene because it's a little more exploitable at the beginning and at the end if you are able to hit him out of it. But the distance it covers, that's just about second to none. And Roxas knows that, of course, able to go that low with the back airs against a recovery that's not as good, a little more sus, as you said earlier, Milagros, in, before with his recovery. And this is losers 8s instead. Lost my train of thought. Shut up. We're hearing losers 8s instead. This is not quarters. Chris did literally say that before, didn't he? And I probably didn't listen.
Oh, that's your fault,
I just got lost in his eyes. Trust me, if you could see this man, you would too. Anyway.
Anyways, back to the game, guys. Game 2, Roxas up. Vince in a very tight spot, you know. Roy against Joker. I want to say it's a pretty even matchup in terms of, you know, the on-stage game. But the moment that you're off-stage, you know, you can either gimp Joker, you know, with those aerial attacks like Nair, or you can just get gimped by yourself. If you don't get those punishes at the right time, if you don't connect any of those conversions, that should be killing at reasonable percents. Just like that. Look at this beautiful conversion right here from Roxas, just bringing Vince to a stalemate.
Looking like a damn Falcon. Man, he got all of that off of one fair one and then keeping him by the ledge, snapping onto it real quick with the up B whip and then jumping out of it with the back air. My God. And then Arsene, that boy just pops up right when you need him, saying, yo, I heard you, homie. I got you. What a play coming out from Roxas right there, man. Using the up B from above the ledge.
Yeah.
And then just jumping out of it real quick, mixing the hell out of Vince. My goodness, he's definitely making his case to be able to take this set and advance to losers quarterfinals.
Yep. And those back airs, man, have been paying so much dividends. He's throwing them out with authority, man. He's not afraid to go off stage, go as deep as possible as he has to. Man, he's just putting Vince at the edge of his seat, man. There's really no answer to what Vince can do right now. At least that's what it seems.
Yeah.
Because Roxas is just covering every single option. And even when Vince is trying to get into that aggressive play style, you know, Roxas is just one step ahead. He knows exactly how to recover, how to make it back on stage, saving those jumps, just knowing exactly what to do.
Yeah,
to avoid it.
I was going to say, as that back air takes the stock,
Yeah.
definitely probably not able to tech that one at that percent.
Yeah.
I was going to say it was relatively questionable, you know, how he air dodged forward like that. But like you said, he saved his jump, you know. He's keeping that off-stage game nice and tight. Because you talked about before how, like, you know, as far as the on-stage game goes, Roy should definitely have some sauce against Joker.
Yeah.
You know, he should probably outrange him with his sword. You know, whatchamacallit, Roxas's hitboxes might be, in comparison to Roy's, just a little less awkward. I feel like he has to do a little bit more work in the neutral, just
Right.
because of, like, Joker's inherent kit as opposed to Vince's, in theory. But then Arsene comes around and he's able to just stay in the air and just down gun him and back air him and just keep him at bay. It's all about how Vince is going to be able to like play that neutral game and really outplay him there, because both these guys go off stage. Vince ain't the one who's going to be winning those exchanges.
Right.
That's definitely going to be falling on the part of Roxas, as you saw before. Still up a game because of it.
And using the down gun and dragging him down with the up air. Good stuff right there from Roxas. If there's anything that he's been doing correctly this set, is converting those drag downs, man. And every time he's converted those drag downs, he's immediately gotten some extra combo games coming in his favor. And now at 56%, having Vince at the edge of his seat and at his potential tournament stock.
I definitely liked Vince using the short hop fastball back air by the ledge right there, because knowing that the back air, you know, turns Roy around, as it always has, so he'd be able to get a jab back air afterwards as well. My man Roxas knowing that and just not falling for it at this stage in the game, but he'll definitely die right there. Going down to the last stock here at the second game.
Yeah, and do not count out Roy. Don't count out that kill power. Do not count out the combo game either, because all it takes is a few swings, a few here's and there's, jabs, left and right, up airs, whatever he needs. He's already brought this back. But in the blink of an eye, we're probably going to see Arsene come back into the frame any moment now, unless Vince has anything to say. And he is sitting at death percent right now, especially if he's going off stage, playing at the corner. He is in a bad position, but good stuff right there from Vince, knowing to stop that combo before it got any worse, before he potentially saw his fate end.
Yeah, he recognized that he recognized that the last hit was not going to hit right there. The good SDI on the part of Roxas, but getting the noodle hit of the forward smash right there, and that is going to spell the set for Vince, potentially. Are we going to a game 5, or is that it? This is best of 5?
Top 8's all best of 5.
Oh,
okay,
okay, never
sorry.
mind then. All right, here we go,
That's
but it
5
will still
territory.
spell the game
Yeah.
for Vince instead. My goodness, he knows he had that.
Yeah.
He knows he had the patience right there, but that good SDI on the part of Roxas able to pop out. He was able to reset the neutral. Then he got the read, and the forward smash just got the noodle hitbox, and it's what cost him the game. It's all about that good spacing with a sword character. Even if you play one who is as strong and powerful as Roy, the slight misspacing is all it took. And now he's down 2 games against Roxas.
Yeah, the moment that you Joker has you off stage, you can be expecting that back, you can be expecting nair. You could be expecting anything just to keep you off stage, keep you at bay. But in this case, man, Roxas, if he's been doing anything correctly, is hitting those back airs left and right, no matter what part of the stage Vince has been in. He's been connecting, confirming, and killing Vince every single time. And let's see if Vince will finally be able to download, potentially just bring this back in his favor, as he's down 40% already, but nothing that Roy can't do with a few aerial attacks, maybe even one combo string. Oh, just like that. Yes, sir.
Ooh,
getting
good
the
DI
sour
out
spot.
to make sure you got that sour spot noodle hit right there. If you got that strong one, that probably would have killed.
Probably.
By the ledge, you do the base hit of Roy's sword, man. I wouldn't take it home to mom. I wouldn't take it home to mother. Oh, but the strong hit of back air, you can take that all the way to the bank. Instead, Roxas up 2-0 over Vince right here still, and just securing that victory even further, man. That is the kind of hit that you can take all the way to the bank. It's non-committal. You can go down all the way with that back air. You got the recovery on the way back. I already explained this.
Yeah.
Why am I saying it again? You should have stopped me.
Right, you stop yourself.
I did, didn't I?
You have to stop yourself.
Oh,
I can't
for
be
sure.
I can't be babying you this whole time.
Although I understand Town and City as the pick here. You know, it's got the very low horizontal blast zones, which Roy can kill off the side a lot easier, because that is where Roy really gets his main kills. With forward
Right.
smash, with side B, jab, back air, all of the
F-tilt.
stuff. You notice F-tilt, Roy gets his kills mainly off the side, not really off the top. So what does that spell for Roy? All it means is that he's being taken to a stage where he's going to live longer off the top.
Yeah, but that also pays dividends for Roxas as well with Joker, because the moment that Arsene gets back in frame as the back air seals the stop, he also has the back airs. He also has moves that will kill him from the side.
Very
so
true.
you know what? in terms of, ooh, I love the conversion. And back off stage.
Oh my
wow. That was a smart recovery. Recovering just high enough to avoid the S smash. Good stuff right there, because I'm pretty sure the S smash would have been able to catch him if he would have recovered just
that was such wonderful play, as that up smash does not take the stock. Ooh. That was such wonderful play from both of those players right there, honestly. You already pointed it out. Vince recovering high, recognizing that he was going to forward smash in the other direction to try to get him off the ledge. But Roxas taking advantage of the fact that the platform came back and that he was able to continue that onslaught because of it. That was such wonderful, like, awareness and just stage presence on the part of Roxas. And, you know, speaking of stage presence, you don't need to be present on the stage to be able to take those stocks away when you're playing a character like Joker. One more stock to advance to losers quarterfinals on the part of Roxas, and potentially 3-0ing Vince here.
Yeah, and what a 3-0 it would be. I mean, both these players probably know each other in and out because being South Jersey representatives. So these two play each other pretty often.
Roxas, I believe, is North Jersey.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he just doesn't come out to as much. Unless he moved, which I'm pretty sure he didn't. So.
Oh, well. Wherever he's from, man, he's making a statement right now on Vince and just giving this man a hard time. But the up smash, you don't really see that come out from Roy very often, but when it does, you know, it pays off for Vince. And in this case, he's brought this back to an even one-stock game. 90% of extra credit and then some. But you know what? It's nothing that Roy can't come back from. And like you mentioned before, the moment he gets those sweet spots, F-tilt, forward smash, any strong hit, back air, you know, at a reasonable percent, like around 60-ish, it could kill pretty early. And yeah, just one thing that Vince has to focus on is just trying to find a way to get in. And if Arsene is to come out at any moment of this game, just be patient.
Yeah, he's just to speak of the devil. He's trying to get it out right there with the down B. Up we go. Going to get that up throw kill instead. Trying to continue the onslaught with the whip. Nothing doing there. DIing away is Vince. Good pressure on the platform right there. Able to get a back air off of that easy platform pressure as well. But Vince fighting back. He's got something to say about it. Good wake up neutral air to get him off the ledge right there.
Yeah, and now comes the big brother. Arsene is back in the frame for Roxas as he gets... Oh, well, that's one way to go out. That's really one way to go out. No spike needed, no back air needed. Just footstool your opponent.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yo. He put him down. He put him down gently, man. You know, when like when your pet's getting to that age, it's like he did that gracefully.
Yeah.
Wow. What is so dinky and yet somehow insulting at the same time. They're both still sitting there. They're both still thinking about it. You know,